Cecil was a very, very good guy. He was funny. He was very hardworking. He was a great family man. He was very supportive of his family. He loved life. Our dad started the business in '46, and that was on Library Place in Danbury. Cecil graduated in 1965 from RIT. I mean, he was pretty much, you could say, raised in the business. He was an innovator. He loved challenges, and he brought with him all the technology that he learned at RIT. And the company just started growing.
At a young age, he took over the family business, and he turned it into one of the largest privately owned, family-owned business in the community.
He loved printing. He was a real geek when it came to printing. He would spend a ton of time out on the shop floor developing products, developing equipment. He stood there with his tie tucked in his shirt where all the engineers were working on. He was in there as tight as anyone else was.
And at the time of his tragic death, Danbury Printing and Litho employed in the area of 350 to 400 people and had revenues in the area of $30 to $50 million. It was on a November day in 1987, the news came over the wire that a private plane had crashed somewhere in the Wisconsin area, and that 8 people had perished. Not only Cecil, but many of the key people of that company had perished. It was a shock.
He did leave a large void, and the impact that he had on, at the time of his death, there was about 350 employees, and I can tell you he had an impact on virtually every single one of them. And I know that he had that impact outside of the plant as well.
The then mayor, Joe Sauer, he got a few of us together, and he said, I want to create something that Cecil's legacy can continue for generations to come.
When I received the call that I was going to get the Cecil J. Previdi Award, it was extremely humbling for me. For one, many know that my father was a recipient back in 1993, but to be put in the same category as Bud Hawley, Farouk Hathworthy, Pearl Dent, who I always admired, to be in that category and to only be the second woman to ever win it was extremely humbling.
I don't think I fully appreciated it until I started learning about the people who had won the award before me. And when I realized the company I was with, I was very humbled and quite frankly, almost taken aback.
I think it's always a great honor to be given an award named after someone that's done a lot for the community.
What I found was a common thread with all of these folks that were involved with this award. They have worked hard, they have been entrepreneurs, they've had some luck along the way, but all of them gave back. And that's the kind of group of people that I'm proud to be associated with.
Giving back or being involved with some of the nonprofits in the area helps us feel more part of the community. I think I obviously enjoy it, and everyone in my company is very proud of the fact that we can help.
The importance for having an award like the Previdi for the business community, it's truly significant. It's when your peers say, look, this is who we should aspire to be like, and having those kind of high standards and recognizing those folks, I think, helps us all get better. And that's really, really important. It holds us to a higher standard.
To the recipient of this year, the recipients of the future, with the honor comes a responsibility. That whoever receives this great recognition, consider it an honor but consider an obligation to represent Cecil's legacy.